Requested reaction. Requested. Without any further ado, Mr. Marlon Craft. I know it's going to be fire. I know it's going to be conscious. So let's get right to it.
Respects to the people's champion, my speak universal. Maybe just not in your circle, you can say my flow Mandarin. I ain't from them industry farms where you got plucked like a mandolin. Whose man's is this? Let an algorithm say what kind of man you is. Rely on AI, but won't work on how you handle shit.
That bar got him. But I'm going to get back to that bar in a second. Pay your respects to the people's champion, my speak universal, but maybe not in your circle. Speak is universal, but maybe not in your circle. I like that part. You say my flow is Mandarin. If I can't, but I ain't from those ministry farms, Mandarin, no Mandarin Chinese. The bar that got me that says that let an algorithm say what kind of man you is, rely on AI, but you won't work on how you handle it. And I see the next line. The next line says, that ain't the answer, kid. But anyway, so what this whole bar was going to be with the AI, Allen Iverson, and how you handle. Allen Iverson played basketball and he had handles. But the next line says, you ain't the answer, kid. AI was called the answer, right? Allen Iverson. Oh. And I went ahead. I stopped it, but I see the next line. I have the lyrics in front of me. Oh. Well, basically, you're going to let views and determine what kind of person you are. That's not going to determine who the person you are. You know who you are. I don't have a lot of subs, but I don't let that determine what kind of person I am or what kind of reactor that I am. That's what he's saying. Don't let views and stuff, the algorithm, determine what kind of person you are. You're deeper than that. Anyway.
Algorithms say what kind of man you is, rely on AI, but won't work on how you handle shit. That ain't the answer, kid. I push the lines, they shit sound like risk management. I like my privilege and I never once complained about my disadvantages. And I won't, just don't act like I was handed shit in this game. When to this day they try and block my shine cause of insecurities, they ain't abandoning. I'm a truth that you know but you ain't accepted yet. Come back to me when you ready to discuss how I'm actually the best. You couldn't fuck with me and all that apathy's just distrust to the size of your nuts. Yeah. Retaining all this wisdom. I think that kid they think of wisdom. I ain't impressed with dudes.
I like they retaining all this wisdom, but I think they say that they think a wisdom. A whiz is dumb. Wisdom. I like how he's just saying, hey, I embrace the privilege, but I ain't gonna say I didn't complain about my disadvantage. He never complained about it. However, they've been trying to block his shine because of insecurities. They abandon it. They insecure of what he's talking about. He's talking about real life stuff that people will not embrace. They're afraid of it.
Retaining all this wisdom. I think that kid they think of wisdom. I ain't impressed with dudes. And that ain't rude, I'm just frank. Words to the fur I just threw in the fire to bake. Cause I'm retiring, lying and hiding and flying for sake of disguising your lack of a basic desire to think. It's Mr. Call it what it is. I run and hide. They don't want to stand next to me, I wonder why.
Facts. I like that. I like that a lot, man. It's Mr. Call it what it is, and Mr. Call it what it is. That's what I just mentioned that. He just says it how it is. And they are afraid of that. I like that, man.
To call it what it is, I run and hide. They don't want to stand next to me, I wonder why. Nothing reveal the truth more than a fucking lie and vice versa. That's why they don't want none without the bags in my sight. Word to the bags undermined, so I'm up in mine. Cause it's cold out here, and shit's starting to get darker like it's late autumn. Don't call me for a versus battle unless it's James Baldwin. I'm on do not disturb in case fake calling. I don't wanna know, I'm trying to live for now.
Oh my gosh, this dude is fire. All I can say is this dude's fire. He said, "Don't call me for no versus battle unless you calling James Baldwin." He's talking about the famous novelist, poet James Baldwin. But anyway, I like the part about the autumn, right? It started to get darker like it's autumn, because then darker the time changes. Anyway, man, this dude is spazzing. He is spazzing.
Do not disturb in case fake calling. I don't wanna know. I'm trying to live for now.
I like that. I'm on do not disturb in case of fake calling. You know, on the iPhone you have do not disturb.
Student of the game, but I'm principal. Since I was a little child, always had ambitious style. So just embrace me, dog, stop it. I birthed a lot of rappers, even if they look adopted. Spend all day reading comics.
I birthed a lot of rappers, even though they look adopted. He is spazzing right now, dude. Student of the game, but I'm principal. The principal. Come on.
And then wonder where the con went. When dudes faking, tell them yeah word, let a convent. I learned that when I was hooping up our convent. Let them judge you, just don't get held by what a content with, cause they will. See, I'm different, they feel. The shit I spit from Brazil to up in them LA hills. Dudes hear the kid and they chill. Start amending they wills, pretend offended they bills. Depend on who they say they ain't. Come around like they angels and try to play the angles. Offer value exchanges and then they never pay you. So this year, I had to get some people off the back of me. Can't hold it down for everyone. Oh, I ain't gravity.
So you if you follow the story of Marlon Craft, I know he was on a label, he was signed, and he went independent. I don't know if he still is or not, but I know that the struggles of a lot of rappers feel that the record label is trying to mold them into somebody they're not. And I don't know this is to be true or not, but I can feel by the stuff that he spits that they were trying to mold him to something that he wasn't. So I think when you're independent or doing your own thing, you have your own creativity, can do what you want to do. And I feel that all the stuff I hear from Marlon Craft, he's trying to elevate people and trying to speak on truths. And a lot of times the truth hurt people, because a lot of times he's speaking about people that are probably paying you, right? So, but anyway, Mr. Call like he sees it. But anyway, back to this bar. Then he says, "I can't hold it down for everyone. I ain't gravity. Gravity holds you down." That's clever, man. So he said, "I'm doing my thing. I can't hold everybody down. I ain't gravity. Get off my back." Oh.
I've been in the cut, getting stronger like an infection. They been moving back, space getting longer like a reflection. Ironic they can't see their own. Feel like the most loved dude ever who was destined to be alone. Listen to my motherfucking album, man. Stop playing with me.
Listen to the album. I'm gonna listen to it, Mr. Crab. I'm gonna listen to it, but I like what he's saying here. Let me get to the part that got me towards the end. He says, "I've been in the cut, getting stronger like an infection." Been in the cut, getting stronger like an infection. What a bar! Feel like the most loved dude who is destined to be alone. Oh. All right, man. Shout out to whoever requested this, man. Request the reaction, man. I'm gonna listen to more Mr. Craft, man. That was fire. Go listen to the album, man. FLV, man. We out.
Just like music.